By the time he was 8 years old, he had lost 5 siblings. At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma paralyzed. But he recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for positive answers and the place for you to find that life and health solution you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you of the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by the Cool Change Foundation. If you're fond of our show, if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, or you just want to help us stay on the air, come on, donate today. Think about it. When we make life better for mom and dad, we make life better for the children. When we make life better for the children, we make life better for the entire family. Everybody wins. The whole family wins. You can donate right now at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here as always to discuss solutions with you. I'm here to talk about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today is Bryan Reeves. That's right, you heard me right. Bryan Reeves from Managing the Magic. He works with greats like Deepak Chopra, Byron Katie, Don Miguel Ruiz, Michael Beckwith, and more. Hey, my friend, are you ready for a great show?
I'm always ready for a great show, Bradley.
Okay,
always.
Sit tight. We'll be right with you. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. Thank you all for joining us on CoolChangeRadio.com, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook. As you know, you can catch our live and recorded video shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them. Your favorite topics, favorite experts, and favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. And if you're not hanging out on CoolChangeRadio.com, BradleyQuick.com is the place to be. And if you ever find yourself racing around that thing called YouTube, you can always look up our channel there, which is Cool Change Radio. Cool Change Radio on YouTube. You can even go there and subscribe and get the latest videos that we post. I think we've been up there about 95 days. We got over 471,000 views. I am so honored and grateful to each and every one of you. So go there, one of those places, and catch up with what we're doing. Later, my buddy, Paul Medrano, former Mr. Universe, will be here with us talking about fitness and healthy living in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. And that's all going to happen shortly, so stay right where you are. Now, make a note. If you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest or myself, you can pick up that phone and dial 818-824-9123. That's 818-824-9123. Write that down. Put it right next to your computer, right next to your phone, because that number is available to all the shows here. We do 10 shows a week out of here. Dial 818-824-9123. Okay, he serves on the leadership circle for the Global Alliance for Transformational Entertainment, GATE, G-A-T-E, founded by John Raatz, Eckhart Tolle, and actor Jim Carrey. Joining us now on the Quick Fix here on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is the man that serves as the grounding bridge between visionaries and their visions becoming reality. From Managing the Magic, my buddy Bryan Reeves. Hey, welcome back here, friend.
Bradley Quick, I just want to point out to you that I am the mayor. According to Foursquare, I am the mayor of your studio.
You can't see that.
Can you see it?
I can't.
You can't see. Look.
Let's see if we can see it.
You're just going to have to just trust me.
Go ahead.
I am the mayor of your studio. So that means you
have
to
do...
do...
Cool Change Radio Studios.
I'm the mayor.
Keep checking in.
You have to do everything that I say. This is not a democracy.
This is a dictatorship.
That's right. You have to do
much like our society today.
You want to go right there, huh?
I don't want to go into that at all. We're losing our democracy. What a bummer.
Anyway, losing something that we once had.
Yes,
that implies
we once had. Had.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, meanwhile, back in the jacuzzi.
Back in a hot tub time machine.
What's Bryan Reeves doing today?
Well, Bryan Reeves, as always, like all of us,
thanks for hosting,
managing the magic.
Thanks for hosting all those shows for me.
Bradley, I had so much fun hosting those 3 shows that I did, or 4. Was it 4?
I think. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man, that was really. You know what you do back there it has its challenges.
It does have a challenge, especially if you're new at it.
Especially if you've never done it before. There's buttons to press and timing to coordinate, and man, I saw
but
potential.
You did it so well, though.
I appreciate that.
You just really did.
I felt good.
It's like you never did not do it. I've seen people get behind the. Ever since I've been doing this, I have people special like yourself come in and host things when I'm out of town. I've seen some people really not handle it well.
Really?
And have to just stop in the middle of stuff and just, But you just went with the flow, didn't you?
Dude, it's just, that's the funny thing about this being is I'm not sure that I'm a master at anything, but I am good at everything.
Just remember, though, we work the clock here. You got to stay with the clock.
You
can't not stay with the clock. You can't. The whole business is about staying on the clock.
This business is about the clocks, but there's also the real game changers are those that break the rules, Bradley.
If we were doing this,
saying,
if we were doing this on KFI or one of those big stations, right?
Right.
They'd go on to the next show.
They would just cut me.
Yeah. So what we have to do is learn how to apply the discipline and the art of knowing how to get out of the program.
Fortunately, our tech guy Taylor in the other room, he saw the magic that was unfolding.
He legitimized
so he was
it.
like,
I kicked his ass too. I want you to know. I really did.
We're here to serve the people, man, and the people were served. There was some really thick stuff unfolding, thick. But
he ain't heavy. He's my brother.
But respect. That was the interview with Kyle Cease, man, and that man. He's Kyle Cease, like 2009 comedian, Comedy Central stand-up champion of the year.
You know something? I was thinking about that. I'm putting together the fundraiser, the 22nd of September, and I need myself a comedy, and I need myself a band. And I was wondering if you'd help me with that.
I certainly have thoughts.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's sit down and compare notes. So we're getting to about that time. Something's got to move here,
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah. You got to be getting this in place like now. But yeah, man, I'm my whole life is managing the magic. That's the name that I started for my business of artist management and entertainment management business. But what I love about that is it's so much more than just managing the magic of artists that are doing transformational entertainment. It's life itself, and I'm going through a lot of uncertainty right now. I don't know if anybody else out there. I'm sure
nobody out there is doing.
Sure, no one else is.
Why don't you tell us about your individualized problem here, your isolated problem of uncertainty that none of us are going through? Tell us about yours, so maybe we can relate somewhere down the line.
Yeah, thanks for that. So uncertainty. I blog every week on my website, Managing the Magic.
UncertaintyItis.com.
Well, the name of this blog was Enshrouded by Uncertainty.
Enshrouded.
That's such a good word. Enshrouded, right? And what I love about uncertainty is that that's actually all we ever know. We just don't ever pay attention to it. We don't ever realize, or I wouldn't say ever, but it's like until uncertainty comes up and just pokes us in the forehead with a finger, we don't even recognize that that's just how life always. It's every moment is completely uncertain.
But it's uncertain. But isn't that where acceptance comes into it? Isn't that where the staying in the now comes into it?
Well, that's the whole. That's what I think. Eckhart Tolle's message, the power of now, and just all these teachers throughout.
Is it Tolle?
Well, I Nestle Toll House. It's Nestle Toll House cookies. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I have no idea. I've heard people say both ways. You communicate with the guy. What does he prefer? Do you know?
I don't call him Mr. Toll or Tolle.
Toll House? You call him Toll House?
I just call him Eck. Eck for
Yo,
short.
Eck, what's up? Yo, Eck.
No, actually, I've actually only met him once.
Oh, well, that's
at
come
the
on.
last
How
Gate
many?
event.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You have to think about this. I know.
Okay.
The majority of the people in the world have only met him how many times? So once is pretty good.
Cool, huh? Yeah, that's true. Thank you. So I've been blogging about uncertainty because I'll tell you, managing artists and the entertainment business, it's a really challenging world to be successful in, and it's it's just fascinating in this. We were talking about a little bit of politics earlier. In the world that we live in, we really value making money over anything else, over even just the exploration of living an authentic life comes second to income.
Making the money breeds dishonesty, manipulation, corruption, all kinds of funky stuff.
And it breeds just settling for less than what our heart would. Exactly. It breeds settling for less than what our heart really wants to experience.
That's what it's all about, stepping out of the social matrix and into the domesticated social matrix and into the spiritual matrix.
And it's not about, we know this too, we're learning enough. It's not money itself it's not about the money itself. It's about what we've caused it to mean for us.
Right.
And how we've caused it to be the soul.
Right, because the money can be a great energy.
That's all it is. It's just energy. It's just a form of energy exchange. But we've made it, rather than about the exchange and about the experience, we've made money the thing. We've made the accumulation of the thing. And again, I'm not railing against money here or the system we live in, although that's a big conversation we could have.
Let's protest.
The point is just that we've just got our priorities all in a hanky panky, man. We're just there's so much beauty and there's so much that we can create in the world, and but if we don't figure out how to make income with it,
I'm having one of those clock issues.
Just let's break the rule, man. Come on, Bradley, step out. I can teach you a few things about how to run this show. I sat back there for 4 times, man. I have thoughts. I have ideas.
Stay put, everybody. If you got a habit you want to change, how would you do things differently to better your life experience? If you could, we just might have some answers for you. I'm here with Bryan Reeves, managingthemagic.com. He blogs weekly about his adventures, including depression, anxiety, and uncertainty in life and working in transformational entertainment. Check him out at managingthemagic.com. This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. I'm Bradley Quick, and yes, we'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
This has never been attempted before by any treatment center, ever. Seasons Malibu is willing to take the risk because they understand quality care and evidence-based long-term recovery. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better, period. I'll say that one more time. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better. Enough is enough. Seasons Malibu wants to count your days of recovery, not the dollars in your pocket. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just straightforward world-class treatment until you are better. Do not hesitate. Call now. Seasons Malibu, 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. That's Seasons Malibu at www.seasonsmalibu.com or 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. For a free consultation and details, 866-780-8539. All righty, welcome back. You're listening to The Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. This segment is brought to you by buddies at GapZip.com, GAPZIP.com. They ask, how do you think? They say, how you think is more important than what you think. It's one of the chief reasons why many of you get stuck when you try to take your next step in your career and personal relationships. Every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, you can join the guys at GapZip.com. Just go to GapZip.com and sign up, GAPZIP.com, and join them every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and learn how to think. They'll teach you a new way to think. It'll change your life, as it's changed the lives of so many. All right, for those of you just joining us here on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, or BradleyQuick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again and to other hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to BradleyQuick.com. You can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you will receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office, and you can listen at your convenience. And make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www.BradleyQuick.com. Also, CoolChangeRadio.com. That's a great place to be. All right, our guest today is Bryan Reeves, Managing the Magic. He serves on the Leadership Council for the GATE, Global Alliance for Transformational Entertainment. GATE is an organization of entertainment and media companies and professionals, actors, producers, filmmakers, musicians, and more, working to influence the entertainment and media industry to produce and distribute transformational content that inspires global audiences for the benefit of all. Bryan, welcome back.
Thank you, Bradley. I always love being here, man.
Yeah, it's such a great thing. You're such a great guy.
Thank you, brother. You know, we were talking about uncertainty before the break, and I'd like to share just a quick story.
Please do. Tell us the story. Can I kick back while you're telling the story?
Just kick back, man. Totally relax. In fact, I'll just come over there, and you can just, take off, man. I got this. All right, and I'll honor the time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was in Egypt many years ago, just traveling. I was 26, and I was living in Egypt for a couple months, and I was in a car.
That had to be cool.
It was for a little while. It was cool, and then it just felt kind of oppressive, honestly. But the point is, I was in Egypt. I was actually staying with a family, and now Egyptian cars. If you've ever been in Egypt, the cars in Egypt look like they've all been pushed off of a 10-story building at least twice.
A bumper car place.
That's like their quality, the assurance test, is they push it off a building, and if it still goes when it hits the ground, then they push it again. And if it still goes then they let people drive it off. Like, that's what the cars in Egypt look like. Not all of them, but the most of them. So I was in the back seat of a car. We were driving, probably doing 50 miles an hour down a highway, and they're pretty crazy, chaotic highways there. And then all of a sudden, the car just slammed into the median.
Head on or side?
Side, yeah. Right. So we were just driving kind of in the fast lane, and just all of a sudden, boom! We just slammed into the median, like just for no reason. Well, what happened was the steering wheel became completely disconnected from the axle.
Wow!
So you could spin the steering wheel like a little, like just a little top. It just went,
and nothing happened,
and the wheels wouldn't move. And what that underscored to me was that, again, we only ever have the illusion of control and never the reality of it. We drive our cars. We think we control where our cars go. We don't. Well, we do, as long as the steering wheel and the axle cooperate with each other. But the moment they decide on their own, without consulting you, to divorce one another, you no longer get a say in where the car goes.
For most people, including myself, isn't lack of control bring forth fear?
Well, what I would suggest is it's not lack of control. It's the because we don't have control.
No, I
is the point.
Resting the illusion of control. It's
right.
on what you know.
Exactly.
Is much more comforting and much more soothing, even if it's not good, than it is to step out of control and into
that's the
vulnerability.
Thing. It's whether it's good or not. It's not even real. We don't have it. Like that. The point is we don't control anything outside of ourselves. And I'm not even that convinced that we control what's going on inside of ourselves. Thoughts, all that kind of stuff. You know how magnificent
the human body is?
Yeah.
And the 8 trillion or billion trillion cells we've got in our body, each one has its own universe.
I saw this yesterday. You are the product of 4 billion years of evolution. Start acting like it.
That's great.
Pretty impressive.
That's wonderful.
But I think what's beautiful here is that this, when this reality of not being in control and this uncertainty, when it begins to really, really present it to itself to us, as it is so clearly these days, certainly for me, and I think, as you said, for probably everybody watching this to some degree, it really begins to evoke this sort of inner courage, but it's that battle between fear, because I want to know what happens next. I want to know that I'm going to be cared for, that I'm going to have a place to live, that I'm going to have food, all of that, and yet there's this the reality is I don't know. I can't know absolutely that any of that's going to happen. So, gosh, I mean, I'm just confronted with this, the huge blank canvas of it all. But what's beautiful is now here's the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? This is where the opportunity is.
All we have to do, really, I'm convinced now, is suit up, show up, put one foot in front of the other, do the job that's put in front of us to the best of our ability, and stay out of the results. Because we are in the efforts business, not the results business. Right?
Or maybe the effortless business.
Well, I think you have to put forth efforts. You have to put forth the positive action. You have to do that.
Well,
but if you can stay in the moment right now, you and I'm full of joy. I'm real happy to have you here. We're doing something we really like doing, right?
Right.
And my belly's full. I don't know about your belly, but we have a roof over our head. It's just wonderful. That's moment is wonderful.
This moment is perfect. It's like, I love, Ash Rue is the artist that I work with. He loves to point out to folks that, look, we're surrounded by unconditional love. I mean, this chair is holding me up. It's not asking for anything in return. It's just sitting here. It doesn't care if I washed my pants.
Thought.
The oxygen is passing in and out of my mouth. It doesn't care if I brushed my teeth or not. The life is just supporting me in ways. It's easy to focus on the stuff that seems to not be working, but yet look at all that is working in support of this moment being just as it is, in support of me speaking these words. So, yeah, we're surrounded by unconditional love. We live in...
I'm convinced that our whole challenge in life, the challenge of being a human being, a human organism, is to overcome self-will, overcome ego. Because we're the only organism on the face of the planet that has self-will. Everything else is intuitively and instinctually driven. And they're part of an evolutionary process. We're the only ones sitting out here going, I want it this way and I want it that way. Do some of this and don't do some of that. Once we can get out of that and get into the flow, we find our passion and our purpose.
Well, there was an amazing book called Ishmael, released many years ago, and it won all kinds of awards. And it was a very simple book about a gorilla who learns ESP and educates himself. It's a fiction, but yet it's a teaching story.
It's a playoff, right?
And Ishmael is this giant gorilla, and he teaches this one man about how, many thousands of years ago, mankind essentially separated himself from the natural way of things. Now this isn't a book. This isn't a book about we should go back to living in trees. No, this is a book about how mankind separated himself from the natural order of life, how we began to decide who gets to live and die, and that we are masters of this universe, which we apparently don't really have the maturity yet to really take care of. And yet, in that separation, we've created all kinds of illnesses for ourselves, and all kind of existential crises. And so anyways, there's a real invitation that's happening right now for us to come back into harmony with the planet, with our resources. I was at the Zeitgeist Media Festival yesterday. You know about the Zeitgeist films?
Yes.
Heard about the Zeitgeist films?
I've heard of them. Tell me more.
Well, the Zeitgeist films, again, are they're by the director Peter Joseph. They're this brilliant expose into the Federal Reserve System.
It's like the movie Thrive is an overtaking.
It's very much like Thrive. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities about just kind of it's just pulling back the veil.
Because I understand Zeitgeist they're much broader, much more in depth.
Zeitgeist is very in depth.
Yeah, Thrive is an overview. It's a 2-hour film about what's happening. And Zeitgeist goes into it, right?
Oh, deeply. There's 3 films. It's like 7 hours of movie. 3 films over probably the last 10, 15 years or 10 years maybe. And so what happened yesterday in Hollywood, they had a Zeitgeist Media Festival, and they had a collection of 35 authors, speakers, musicians, performers, bands, film shorts, all about uniting the world through conscious entertainment, through entertainment that lives to again just peel back the veil on all these stories that we hold as self-evident and true, and they're not. They're just culturally what we've learned. They're just the things that we grow up in, like it takes money to make the world go round. That's not a truth. That's a story, and we've all bought into it. So anyway, you have things like this Zeitgeist Media Festival. It was 7 hours of Marianne Williamson was a speaker. My artist Ash Ruiz and DJ Fabian Al-Sultani got together and did an amazing performance singing his new song "Burn One Love."
Is that Ash's
It's a music
song?
video. Ash's new and his new music video, which you can see on ashruiz.com.
RUIZ.
RUIZ.com. And
hey, I'm speaking to a guy named Bryan Reeves. He's managingthemagic.com.
We're hitting the timer, aren't we?
He blogs weekly about his adventures in life and working in the transformational entertainment. You can check out Bryan Reeves at managingthemagic.com. Don't forget the
www.managingthemagic.com.
Are you ready for another break?
No. Let's keep going.
Call Taylor. Maybe he'll conspire with you.
Talk to Bradley.
You are so funny. All right, this segment has been brought to you by the guys at GapZip.com. And turn your mic off. GapZip.com. They say thoughts are things. Thoughts lead to actions, which lead to results. So if you're sick and tired of your results, take a look at your thinking. Join them every second and fourth Tuesday evening at 7. Go to GapZip.com and sign up. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to reshape your vision of what's possible. I'm Bradley Quick, and you know something? We'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All righty, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. You know where I'm going to be October 11th through the 15th? I'm going to be in Teotihuacan, Mexico, staying at the Dreaming House. That's right, the Dreaming House at the base of the Toltec Pyramids. And I'll be going through the 5 portals of my life for the 4th consecutive time. Every few months I go to this place. It's called the Dreaming House. It's in Teotihuacan, Mexico. You fly into Mexico City, take the bus, sit in an air-conditioned bus for you. Takes you up to 7,000 foot elevation. You're at the base of the pyramids. You're a quarter mile away from the base of the pyramids in a 5,500 square meter complex. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. And it's the place to be. Because you get to walk through your portals of your life. You get to step out of the social, domesticated matrix into the spiritual matrix. And you don't just, it isn't a tour of the pyramids. The pyramids are very beautiful. It's a great place to be. But it's about taking your life and your existence in this dimension through the energies of the pyramids. It's incredible. It's changed my life. It's changed my demeanor. It's changed my outlook. It's changed my everything. And I've had some really incredible experiences there that I'll tell you about if you want to know. Just call the show. But you can have these experiences as well. Just go to spiritrecovery.com. That's www. Don't forget the 3 W's and the dot. Spiritrecovery.com. Spiritrecovery.com. Lee McCormick goes down there. It's his place. He leads journeys through 3, 4, 5 times a year. So you don't necessarily have to be there in October, but the sooner the better, in my opinion. Go to spiritrecovery.com. Check him out and come and join us on the pyramids. All right. Okay. Was that enough pyramid information?
It's a lot of pyramid stuff. Pyramids are good. Pyramids are fun.
Are wonderful.
Pyramids are fun.
Previously a captain in the U.S. Air Force, really, before becoming international PR spokesperson for an Oprah-endorsed human energy science luxury timepiece brand, Bryan took over full-time management of Transformational Music Band, Here to Here. Here to Here. In January 2007, Bryan Reeves from Managing the Magic is joining us here at managingthemagic.com. Hey, Bryan, welcome back.
Thank you, Bradley.
You are the sunshine
Thank
of
you,
my
brother.
life.
I know.
So good to have you here. When do we get you with your own show on here?
That's exciting, actually.
Exciting.
I like the idea of that. Do I have to honor the clock?
You got to honor the clock.
I got to honor the clock. Well, look, here's the thing. Before the clock cuts off.
You need clocks and sponsors and everything else.
So, what I'd like to share with people as well, again, this whole theme of uncertainty, because that's just the overwhelming experience in my life right now, and what it's inviting me to is a very, very deep spiritual practice of, we talk about allowing a lot. And, a friend of mine has a friend that just survived a really scary bout with cancer. And as he got through it, he's in his 40s. As he got through it, he realized, there were sort of 2 ways of being for his life that he wanted to really, that he just opened up for him. And one was just, I'm just going to be stress-free. I'm just not going to do things that cause me stress. And I'm not going to grasp. This whole grasping, like I need this, I need that, I need that. And I think in these times of uncertainty, and I certainly notice it with me, I'm so tempted to grasp for something to hold on to, something concrete to hold on to, because, it almost feels like a free fall. The uncertainty can feel very much like a free fall with no parachute. And it's all happening up in the head and all the stories we tell ourselves, and it's like you were saying.
Doesn't it, if we can stay in the moment and stay in the moment, like you're talking to me on this microphone right now, we're on this show right now, okay?
Yep.
And maybe you look at your next destination, not right in the moment you stay in this conversation, but the furthest you're going to take yourself out is to the next destination today.
Well, I like, I love what, when I read A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. One practice that I started doing was everywhere, like let's say, for example, here, we're doing this interview. I started inquiring within, every time I wanted to move somewhere else, every time I wanted to go somewhere, I started asking myself, do I want to go there? Even if it just meant to the kitchen, to get food, or to get in my car and drive. Do I want to go there? Am I feeling anxiety, like this moment is not enough? Like what's happening right now is not enough? Is it not complete? And I just got to get somewhere else because I'll be happier over there. And I think, that informs a lot of our decisions about just, about moving through the day, is that we're constantly in this race of this moment isn't working, that moment will. As soon as I get there, everything will be better. But then we get there and we realize, oh, nope, it ain't here either.
Because it's the moment
it's
you're
this
in
constant
at that time,
thing. We're constantly looking for the next moment. So that's a practice that I started engaging in of, okay, I noticed that I'm wanting to move to this other space, but let me just sit here for a minute. Is this moment complete? Is this moment enough? And just really sitting with that. And I started to notice that my transitions to the next moment were happening a lot more peacefully, with less anxiety, with less story, that once I get there, everything will be okay. That noticing, okay, everything's amazing right now.
Right.
Because we talk about stay in the now, but what the hell does that mean? What does that mean?
Staying on top of your feet. When I counsel a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of them that I see are really angst out when I see them. I say, look down and find your feet. Mm-hmm. Where are you at right now?
That's good. Yeah.
They say, well, I'm right here. Well, where are you at? You're on top of your feet, right?
Yeah.
And then I say, are you breathing?
Yeah.
Then they notice they're breathing, right?
Yes.
And then, wait a second, is your stomach's not hungry, is it? No, I'm okay. Okay. And you just bring them more into the moment.
Well, and and that's that the challenge, and the reason I call my work Managing the Magic is that that finding ourselves in sort of the micro. We're right here,
right?
But now translating that. Not that we need to do this, but there's that role for, managing artists. I have to book gigs. There's this there's a necessity in our world to think into the future, to make plans.
We have to do that. We have to be prepared, right?
Well, we don't have to. We choose to.
We choose to be prepared. But then I'm going to dial the phone. I'm going to call this agent at this club or this venue, right? I'm going to dial the phone. I'm dialing the phone right now, right? Now I'm picking the phone up and putting it into my ear. Oh, my gosh, somebody answered. I'm going to say hello now because that's the thing we do in this country. Hello.
Right.
Hi. You just completely stay in the moment, the whole time in the moment. You don't need to dial the phone unconsciously, right? And just put it up to your ear. Let's think about where's everything going.
Well, where's it going? Yeah. And where's it going is the story of the future. I'm leaning into
in that moment though. I'm talking about just staying in the moment. But big guy, stay in the moment.
Sure.
You and I are having this conversation right now. I'm not thinking about Taylor going to lunch with you guys. You guys going to stand him up again for lunch or what? Huh?
Well, it depends on if he lets me break some rules. Hear me, Taylor? I'm a rule breaker, man. No, it's not true. Yes, it's true.
Hellraiser.
But this is the dance. This is the dance. This is the dance between managing our lives, which require the way we've set this world up. We are required to think into the future. Will I be able to pay rent?
No, I don't think you're required. I think that it's what we've manifested. Out of our own realities today, we're thinking about the next move. If you're hanging out completely in expectation, right, you're full of anxiety. If you're hanging out in all the past and regretting and remorseful about all the past, then that's depression. It brings us back down to the moment.
Well, you're not. I don't think you're fully hearing what I'm saying.
Talk to me. Let me put these on. Make sure they're snug.
Screw them on a little tighter, will you, please?
A little bit tighter now, baby.
So what I'm saying is, though, that the world that we've created for ourselves, there is, if we want to do business, if we want to have relationships, there are agreements that we make that take place out into the future. When we make the agreements in this moment. And we work for those agreements in this moment, but they're at some coordinate in some fantasy world called the future, right? And so there's this managing aspect of kind of thinking through our schedules and arranging a world that doesn't even exist.
Didn't Don Miguel talk about this perfectly? He said, "Stay in the moment." Do your job. He says 4 agreements. Stay in the moment. No expectations.
And Don Miguel has an amazing team around him, helping him stay in the moment and be the amazing man that he is. He has an amazing management team around him that organizes his events in the future. Yes. I've spent time with Don Miguel, and he's a brilliant man. He's a brilliant man, and he's one of he doesn't. What I love about him especially. Is he's visionary, yet he's not big on small talk.
Right. He's very simplistic.
He's very simplistic, but he's such a teacher.
This guy's name is Bryan Reeves.
Because he has a great manager. What's going on here? Coup attempts. What's happening? I refuse.
Check him out.
Don't cut my mic off. No. Protest.
Shut up. You can check him out at managingthemagic.com. Managingthemagic.com. His name is Bryan Reeves. He does blogs weekly about his adventures in life and working in the transformational entertainment business. Check him out, Bryan Reeves, managingthemagic.com. Let's do sit down at lunch if you can with Taylor and think about. I need some music. I need some. And I told you there are a couple names I'm working on for speakers, and I think we're going to Fred Siegel, who's getting the first annual Cool Change Gratitude Award.
Cool.
And I think he'll talk a little bit about his new book.
Good.
What's
his new book?
His book is
you have a
called.
Copy of it?
Yeah, it's called Love One Another, and it's got the Dalai Lama featuring the Dalai Lama, Don Miguel Ruiz, Fred Siegel, Mikhail Gorbachev. They all got little chapters in here.
Cool.
Isn't that wonderful? He's an incredible guy.
Kisses on it.
Yeah, it's love, hugs, and love, hugs, and kisses. Fun. That's the deal. It's about bringing love to the world. He's done some incredible things, but there's no time because the clock's going.
Yeah, what's going on here? You're cutting into my interview. Really, Bradley.
Come back here again.
What kind of ship you running?
Come back here again one of these. I'm going to turn you off right now. Right now. You're off. You're off, man. Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome all our new talk shows. We got Managing the Magic with Bryan Reeves coming up. Dates and Mates with Mrs. D's, Damona Hoffman. We got Love, Serve, Feed People, and Remember God with Michael Brian Baker. We're coming back with our Getting Fit in Mr. Universe segment. My name is Bradley Quick. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement here on your Solutions Radio Network. We'll be right back. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you all for joining us on CoolChangeRadio.com, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows on CoolChangeRadio.com and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. This is Cool Change Radio. As you well know, we're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. We're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families and all the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. It does every time. You can help the Cool Change Foundation help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send your donation of love and support directly to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the kids. Again, that's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link and help us today. No donations ever too small, and the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. I'm really happy to have him here. My buddy Paul Medrano, former Mr. Universe. He always talks about the greatest things about your mind and your body and how to be as healthy as you possibly can. Not to go become a Mr. Universe or a huge athlete, but just to have better clarity of mind and peace of mind and spirituality and just be a better human being. So here we go with my buddy Paul Medrano. Now watch the